the down years have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hey. Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Run. Yes, sir. Woo! That's
Second
good,
down following the run.
Get out of here!
Rock it! Run it!
Let's go!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run again with Presley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Go lead!
But they're definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's pump it up.
On the run, this is Presley. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Move people aside in order to run the ball.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Tight end left.
Flex round! Let's go!
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Come on, let's go!
Play action, Kaiser.
Here we go.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in. They're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, we're in the grass. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Yeah. They should have known.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Strong right.
Flex round. Here we go.
Alert. 3 down.
first down.
Your trip is here, baby.
But we know one thing,
Your trip
Isaiah
is
Crowell
here.
can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2
guys,
against
let's go.
Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
We got tight left.
Come on, let's go!
Guys are now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
All day.
He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, the type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Second down, Flacco now. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Run. Yeah, baby. Come on. For real.
Yeah, buddy.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
That's right. Come on, baby.
Set.
Get excited. Let's go.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And Watson has it right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Flacco here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey.
4 down.
Monday. Set. Red.
Watch safety creep. Safety creep.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to the lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well.
Baby.
In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Watch right.
Come on, let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the
Kaiser now. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know, coach, natural player, no chance at all. Way easier.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go, Ohio!
Three down.
Come on, let's go!
And on the outside, they're back for coverage. A first down carry now for Crowell. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys should put him on the ground.
To throw is Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tight right.
Come on, let's go!
Throw here, Kaiser.
Three down.
A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from even 30 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So you've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15.
All right.
Presley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going to
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Strong left.
Let's go!
Play fake Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Strong left.
Here comes the D
Let's
swarming
go.
to the line.
Coming this way, here we go.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Strong right, strong right.
Here we go. Ohio, let's go. What? 90.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
34,
Ohio.
34.
From the gun, Kaiser.
All day.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Ohio.
Check.
Let's go.
Check.
Red Ohio.
Mike 57.
Ohio.
Hey, watch the screen.
Here we go. Ohio.
Watch the screen.
Ohio.
Wide. Get wide.
Kaiser yet again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We got this.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man, running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Hey, red.
Get hot. Let's go.
They'll run. It's Presley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey,
53
Roger,
for Mike.
5-4.
53. Check.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback.
Come on, let's go.
The number 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Single.
Come on, let's go.
Second down throw for Kaiser. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we'll see these woes now, but later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame season, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
His He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Get high, baby. Get
And
up.
he
Let's
went
go.
nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be
We
second
got
and
three.
12.
Three down. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
Set.
Flacco.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right side catch, Gilmore. And he takes
Let's
it
go,
down
boys.
to
Bring
the
it up.
10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup
Boom.
there, and now they'll have it
Yeah,
first and
baby.
goal.
Two tights. Two tights.
Set.
Now a carry for Terrence West. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal.
Double tight. Double tight. Double tight.
Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Let's go.
Ronnie
Game
Hillman
time.
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Run, 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 run.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Touchdown. Woo, woo.
And it's 21-3.
We got to roll. Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
Crunch
leadership
time,
really
defense.
comes into
Flex
play.
round, flex round.
How's the head coach
Here we
handling
go.
it? The offensive
Under
coordinator.
crunch,
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
Coming after you. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Gets it to Gordon. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
57's the
What?
mic.
90.
57.
What? 90.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Second down, Kaiser. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Probably what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust-up defense and be able to get a mistake. They created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go around?
Let's go!
Should be, just because after what you gave up, you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Come on, let's go!
Evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
To throw, Kaiser. Now they go straight. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go back and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready!
Check 49.
The tight end, Ben Watson, in motion.
Let me feel
Red!
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's get it.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 17-yard line. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Left.
Let's go! What? 9!
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Coney Ely. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this and marks the 25-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round!
For 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go. All day, baby, all day. Lucky. All day, baby, all day.
5-0.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Behind 10. Wait.
2.
Monday. 80. Set.
36,
3 wide.
36.
3 wide. Sit
They go play action here on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. Now a timeout taken.
Yeah, baby.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there, he's tight right there.
This is coming on first and 10. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Okay, baby,
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments are made in the locker room.
I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Here we go.
And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on second and 11.
Here we go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Kaiser to throw it.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Let's go.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. You're going to get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
We got Ray coming, Ray coming. Watch out, watch out.
Hurry up, hit it!
First throw now for the backup Kessler. And the catch made by Kenny Bread. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers.
Here we go now.
Tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's able to get the first
Watch it
before
now,
he's
Barney,
taken
Barney!
at the 36.
No. Check, Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now!
First down, Kessler. Going deep for Kenny Britt. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And his throw is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down. It's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Ravens. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get into the end zone. At least we're going to get three. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable. You know, truthfully, I did. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football.
All right, here we go.
In this case, Liberty had a chance. They caught the ball from the backfield.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And now it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation.
Let's go.
Because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play and maybe throwing.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he takes this one in. The Browns score. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to catch this one. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Double tight, double tight. Hey!
The drive starts with a carry by Lonnie Hillman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tight end left, tight end left. Hey. Go down.
They keep it on the ground. Hillman And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Strong right.
Flacco from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Man left.
No running now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
4 down.
Hillman again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Double tight.
Ready!
They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Slam.
They'll run for it. It's Hillman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the play clock's running. Carry now for Riley Hillman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second down, Hillman looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. Running team, you just want to run it in the middle. You may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Watch right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Johnson going to burst, a first down or more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
You got him.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run
Watch
there,
right.
I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward.
All right, here we go.
And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Okay, we got 4.
Now, look at
4. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Toss it to Crowell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we got 4.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
Tight end to the right, boys.
On that play, the free safety was
Now
there.
let's go.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by T.Y. Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Nice pick.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tight end right.
He'll run with Hillman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run